This is the 6-month review on the polishes that I placed down onto the bonnet of the work ute. On the left hand side I use the Auto Glym Super Resin Polish and also the layer of Wet Look, and then on the right hand side the Ultimate Compound, and then on top of that we placed the Meguiar's Gold Class. So what I'll do now is it's due for its weekly wash. So what I'll do is I'll take a gloss reading of the uncleaned surfaces, see how they've held. Then I'll give it a wash, see how it is with the gloss meter on the wash surface, and then finally I'll give it a polish with the Wet Look and also the Gold Class on respective sides of the bonnet, and to see what finish we can get with that. Right, so remembering when I first took custody of the ute, it hadn't been looked after for quite some time, and the gloss meter reading was a very low 3.7, which is something I've never seen before on any of the cars that I've had. They've all been starting off at around about between 60 to 70 before we did any treatment on it, so 3.7 was quite low. So we'll see what the left hand side reading we get after 6 months, and this is the unwashed, so we're sitting on 56.3. And then over to the right hand side, and our gloss reading, the unwashed, is 61.6. Right, so let's give it a tub now and see what we can get it up to just while washing the vehicle. Right, just before we wash it, what I might do is just do a bead test. I'll just splash some water across the bonnet and see how both sides bead up. Oh, I would say that works well. Still after 6 months it beads up really well. You would have seen the first film, that film of dirt just slide off it as well. So I'd say if I had to pick, I would probably say the Gold Class would probably be a little bit better, but still it sheets off really well after 6 months. So I've given it a clean wash. Now we'll just place the gloss meter on and see what readings we get just after a wash. Okay, so on the left hand side we have 67, and on the right hand side we have 66. Okay, so what I'll do now is I'll just reapply the Wet Look on the left hand side and the Gold Class on the right hand side, and then come back and do another gloss reading, see what we come up with. Alright, so just finished applying 2 coats on each side. So what I'll do now is take the gloss meter reading and see what we come up with, and then see if it's comparable to the initial coat that I put on it 6 months ago. Alright, so moving up onto the left hand side, 2 coats of Meguiar's Wet Look, and that gives us a 93.9 and 94. So just getting some consistencies, we'll take the average out of that. Okay, over onto the right hand side for the Meguiar's Gold Class, and we're up to 89.8. Right, so just moving the gloss meter over different parts of the bonnet see we'll get different readings where the polish was applied a little bit better. So it's 119 there, up slightly towards the middle. That gives us 115. So overall, both the polishes performed very well over the 6 months. Water sheets off it. And you saw an example of where the initial burst with the hose took that sheet of dirt with it too. So not only does it protect the paint, it also allows an easy out for the dirt that gets on there as well. So easy to clean, easy to maintain. So both polishes work well. I think the deep crystal, the wet look, performs better, gives a better appearance, better luster on the on a darker colour. Like for example, my personal car, it's a darker colour and it gives that better look on it. Whereas white's a little bit more difficult to get a good polish result on it, but they both perform very well. Alright, thanks for watching.